Well, it is Memorial Day, and tonight we are highlighting local ceremonies and gatherings honoring those who have served our country.
And we've had a nice couple of days, but the temperature roller coaster continues. I'll tell you about all those changes coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
Also tonight, a scary situation at the Sunnyside Hospital. Shut down for hours this weekend after a half dozen people showed up saying they thought they had been exposed to radiation.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Here we go. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Alyssa Warner, and it is Memorial Day. People all around our community gathered to remember those who served.
They sure did. First at 6, we're going to take you to Kennewick's ceremony, where Riverview Heights Cemetery and Mueller's of Tri-Cities at 10th and Union paid tribute to all of the fallen. With music, a salute from the Columbia River Young Marines, and special guests, such as Senator Perry Dozier.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
You see, heroes come in all different uniforms. The one that I have the deepest respect for is those who wear our military uniforms. You sacrifice yourselves for our nation, no questions asked. You alone and your families have provided our freedom, and I could not be more proud to be in front of you and with you today.
Those who have served and those currently serving in the uniformed services of the United States are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, there are others who have endured and may still enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, and imprisonment.
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
And in Richland this morning at Sunset Gardens, more than 1,000 flags were set up ahead of the Memorial Day ceremony. This was the 52nd Avenue of Flags to pay tribute to local veterans who have passed away. There was a program of events including a skydiver, live music, free food, and several speakers, including Major Scott Smiley, the Tri-Cities veteran who became the U.S. Army's first blind active duty officer.
And so I push to all of you to not only recognize and memorialize the men and women who have given their lives for their country, but to stand up and support the United States of America, the best country in the world, to support and defend, to stand up, to vote, to make your voice be heard, to make sure that those lives that were given were worth me giving my eyesight for.
Now, more than 1,100 flags are flying at Sunset Gardens until early tomorrow morning. That means you still have some time to check it out this evening.
In Sunnyside, dozens gathered at the Lower Valley Memorial Gardens in Sunnyside to pay their respects. As American Legion Post 73 members read off the names of those in their community who died at war, and those veterans who died at home in the past year. We'll have more from that ceremony, plus how you can support living veterans in our community. That's coming up at 6:30 tonight. Turning to our weather, it seems like it was warming up today.
It was warm and it was really nice out there. Just we managed to skip the rain this year.
Yes, which is, I guess, a good thing. Stacy, are we going to see this?
The only rain, guys, I saw this weekend was in the mountains, and we knew that was going to happen. So a couple of downpours I heard from friends that were out camping, but we stayed dry, just windy on Saturday. It's been beautiful the last couple of days. 81 degrees right now on our Health First Sky Cam, and our winds are light at 8 miles per hour. Sunset tonight at 8:37. Now, temperature change, it is pretty dramatic. We are 14 degrees warmer right now in Ellensburg than we were 24 hours ago. ago. 5, 6, 7 degrees warmer in the Columbia Basin, 14 degrees warmer tonight in Dayton. So quite a big temperature change. But we're on the roller coaster, and we're going to dip down to below average temperatures for a couple of days, back up to the 80s towards the weekend. So, yep, just hop on and buckle in. Temperatures overnight tonight in the 50s through the area, 56 in the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, 52 for Yakima and Toppenish, 50 tonight in Ellensburg. Increasing clouds. We're looking for some stray showers, possible thunderstorms, a slight chance of that tonight, bigger chance headed into tomorrow. Get ready for those breezy and gusty winds to return tomorrow and Wednesday, and we'll have a big drop in temperatures by Wednesday. I'll get to all those details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. This weekend, the Tri-Cities Airport saw a glimpse of what's to come with summer traveling. Apple Valley News Now went out to talk with airport officials today, and they say, as expected, with Memorial Day and the weekend, there was an increase in travelers and baggage. But the airport had prepared, as they knew it was the start of summer travel season. Going into the weekend, they say communication with one another helped everything go smoothly.
Just good communication. We talk to each other. We let each other know if something's going to be kind of increased when it comes to baggage and stuff like that. Other than that, we just follow our load procedures and make sure everything is safe and ready to go.
This week, the airport also had an inspector go through the airport to ensure everything was up to code, and airport officials say everything did go just fine. Memorial Day traffic was caught by surprise on the border of Kennewick and Richland earlier this afternoon. That's all because of a serious crash and vehicle fire. It shut down the northbound side of Columbia Center Boulevard at Yellowstone Avenue and all the way down to the east side Highway 240 on-ramp. Kennewick and Richland emergency units showed up to put the fire out. According to police on the scene, at least 2 people were taken to a nearby hospital with unknown injuries. Still no word on how this crash happened.
And law enforcement still looking for the person who they say ran from this crash on Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick early this morning. State Patrol says the driver of the Honda Accord was on Clearwater driving east when they ran a red light and got hit by a semi-truck on State Route 395. 2 passengers in the Honda had to be rushed to the hospital. State Patrol says neither was wearing a seatbelt. The driver of the semi is not injured. Sunnyside first responders and healthcare workers had a scare on Sunday after 6 people showed up in the ER to report they had possibly been exposed to radiation at a job site in Benton County. Astoria Sunnyside Hospital staff escorted them to an isolated spot in the parking lot. Then Sunnyside police cordoned off that area to minimize exposure. Tests showed no harmful levels of hazardous materials. But first responders say if this happens in the future, your very first step should be to call 911.
Our one is, again, stay where you're at, limit your exposure, try and isolate yourself so you're not exposing anybody else or limiting that, and we will respond to you.
Now, first responders say you should also tell dispatchers the status of the victim, how they were exposed, and what kind of radiation they might be dealing with. Still ahead tonight, it is a little-known benefit in Washington. Part of that is because the providers need more help. We're talking about being a nursing home ombudsman.
Also, let's take a live look outside in Richland. What a beautiful evening out there, but Stacy says we are back on that temperature roller coaster. That should be the word of the week. Details coming up in her First Alert weather forecast.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W. KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Watch me. Watch me tumble, jump, and soar. When our squad is on point, we own the floor. Dazzling stunts and dances are my jam. Pain once caused issues, but they had a plan. A life-changing brace with no surgery to fear. Activity without limits, one more reason to cheer. Watch me. Industry-leading scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Mireille Gaston Wine Bar.
Show off your math skills and have some fun for a great cause. The Tri-Q Credit Union C3 Slam comes to Richland. Get ready for the biggest 3-on-3 basketball tournament in the Tri-Cities. Register today. $100 3-day early bird slam special opens June 1st. Don't miss your chance to win $1,000 in the Custom Restoration Cool Cash Shootout. It all happens July 13th and 14th at John Dam Plaza. Register now at c3slam.com. This $100 slam special ends midnight Saturday, June 3rd. Brought to you by the Tri-Cities Sunrise Rotary and the City of Richland.
Walla Walla Sweets Baseball has been a beacon of our community's spirit for 14 seasons. But behind every swing and every catch lies the question, where do our players call home during the season? The answer is simple. With you, our incredible host families. It's more than just housing a player. It's about becoming part of their journey. Watching our boys chase their dreams is incredibly rewarding. Become a host family and be part of something bigger than the game. Together, we are Walla Walla Sweets.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for Memorial Day savings. Now, get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum, or get a low $329 per month lease on Rogue.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Honoring men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice.
Welcome back. Drivers in Pasco might have to wait a little bit longer for the new and improved version of I-182 and Broadmoor Boulevard interchange to open up. That was initially supposed to open this week. WSDOT now says it's been delayed until further notice. So eventually, you won't see the stoplight at the I-182 and Broadmoor interchange. Instead, there will be two different ramps. The one that exists right now will only allow you to turn right onto southbound Broadmoor Boulevard. The new ramp will only allow you to go from I-182 to northbound Broadmoor.
Well, we are following up as crews continue to work at the Lineage Cold Warehouse fire near Findlay. This fire started back on April the 21st. It continues to smolder as demolition crews begin to tear it down. The demolition started last week, and as it is torn down piece by piece, it will allow fire crews access to areas that are still burning. The Benton-Franklin Health District is hosting a town hall meeting on Wednesday. This Wednesday, May 29th. It starts at 6:30 p.m. This is for anyone who has been impacted by the fire. Environmental experts and local health officials are expected to be on hand to discuss updates as well as how the air is being monitored for potential risks. The town hall will take place at Riverview High School in Kennewick.
Well, Washington State has the Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program. And ombuds are volunteers who protect and promote residents' rights. But in Eastern Washington, SNAP's Ombudsman Program only has 21 volunteers to cover around 400 facilities. Marissa Rillo has a look at the service these volunteers provide.
We are desperate to get more people so that we can serve the people that we've been assigned to.
A cry for help to champion residents' rights in long-term care facilities. At Maplewood Gardens, an assisted living facility in Spokane, an ombudsman visits weekly.
Any complaints, she does those. If there's people that need residential counsel, she's here at the meetings for them.
An ombudsman is independent from the facility, so they can feel like a safe person to speak with, especially when it comes to issues like neglect or mismanagement of medication.
Because you know that she will take care of us and she will find out what we need, and sometimes it's just talking to us, and she makes us feel happy.
Ombuds can help with almost any complaint a resident has when it comes to the type of care they're receiving.
And a big one is, say if you're an 85-year-old woman and you with no family and you get a discharge notice that says you have to be out of there within 30 days. and you have no place to go.
An ombudsman can help with that, and many say this type of work is rewarding.
And when I see a smile on their face or a twinkle in their eye, I feel like I've done my job.
SNAP is looking for more volunteers so every long-term care resident can easily access this same type of quality assistance.
That was Marissa Rillo reporting. Now, an official with SNAP says they're so low on volunteers, some families don't even know that they're entitled to receive this type of free assistance. The volunteers are provided with training. They're put in about 4 to 5 hours per week.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look at the Yakima Valley. Looks like a lovely evening. We're starting to see those clouds, though, move in. Still 80 degrees outside, humidity at 27%, winds up to 8 miles per hour. So a very nice evening looking out into Yakima. Our weather pattern, we've had this ridge of high pressure that keeps us warm, dry, lots of sunshine. That moves to the east. Here comes our next system, a cold front. That's going to bring us gusty winds, rain on the west side, and maybe even some transient showers making across the Cascades into our area. We could even see some thunder and lightning tomorrow afternoon towards the foothills of the Blue Mountains or in the Wallowa County. Much cooler and breezy again on Wednesday with some unsettled weather coming through. Here's what Futurecast shows us. Here's those cloudy skies. A couple blips of rain, unlikely, but we do see a little band maybe coming across overnight through the Tri-Cities area and towards Walla Walla. Here comes that next system, though, on Tuesday. Some of that making it across the Cascades to the Yakima and Kittitas Valley by mid-afternoon. We should stay dry here in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, but this is what we're going to be keeping our eye on for some thunder shower activity tomorrow afternoon. And it could be strong at times, but mainly Wallowa County is what we're tracking. As we get to Wednesday, we've got clear skies. We'll have much cooler temperatures and those strong gusty winds coming as this front moves through our area. So a little unstable on Wednesday, but things start looking better as we get to our Thursday and Friday of the week. Planning your evening out, you still have plenty of time to barbecue. A few clouds out there, but very pleasant, dropping down to 70 at 9. In the Tri-Cities, we're staying in the 80s through 7. We'll start dropping into the 70s at 8, 72 by 9. Looking good outside Walla Walla. Beautiful evening there as well. A few clouds, nice, pleasant, good for outdoor cooking. And in Hermiston, 80 degrees at 7, dropping into the 70s. So still plenty of time to get out there and have that burger or dog. For tonight, temperatures are going to be pretty mild, cloudy with a few stray storms possible, mainly east of the Tri-Cities, but we could see a little band come right through there overnight tonight. Probably will sleep right through it. 50s for the area. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Showers are possible. Breezy winds start to kick up. Temperatures cooling down. We'll see 60s and 70s in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. 76 in Yakima. Moving into the Columbia Basin. 79 for Prosser and Moses Lake. Everybody else in the low 80s there. Tri-Cities at 83. Looking at the foothills of the Blues, not even getting up to 80 tomorrow, but those breezy winds will be a problem, and we're going to keep an eye on some possible thunder showers there, the foothills of the Blues. Let's talk about those gusty winds. We'll see them starting to pick up tomorrow morning through the Columbia River Gorge, Hermiston, between Hermiston and the Dalles, and then those winds pick up in the Columbia Basin, Yakima, Kittitas Valley. Very windy tomorrow afternoon in the Tri-Cities, so batten down the hatches one more day. As we get to Wednesday morning, we'll see those breezy winds here in the Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues, and the winds actually get stronger in the afternoon, especially down the gorge and in the Yakima Valley, the lower valley particularly. So strong gusty winds, which kick up the pollens, but the pollen counts are actually starting to drop. They're at medium to high. So if you're sniffling and sneezing, that's what's going on. 7-day planning forecast for Tri-Cities and Yakima. There's 80s and 70s. We start dropping down a little bit cooler Wednesday, gradually increasing as we get towards the weekend. So next weekend looking pretty good ahead. For Walla Walla and Hermiston, those breezy to gusty winds for Tuesday, Wednesday, that dip in temperatures and then a gradual rise as we head into the weekend. So once again, we'll see those temperatures hitting the 80s. So not a bad looking forecast, but yes, definitely the temperature roller coaster continues. Austin.
All right, Stacey, I gotta say, I love the red, white, and blue. Hey, up next here on your news at 6, travel season is now underway. And tonight we are talking about how you can keep yourself and your family healthy, no matter where the summer takes you.
It was an old rail line. Now it's one of the most awesome treks in America.
Tunnels and the trestles. Wow.
The Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Home Run Riches was such a big hit in April, we decided to play too. That's right, sports fans. It's back-to-back home run chances during Legends Casino Hotel's 26th anniversary month. You not only can win $10,000 this month, but sock a grand slam and claim $26,000. Just play with your Legends rewards card to score entries. Hey, better, swing better. Say it with me. Hey, better, swing better. And win $26K only at Legends Casino Hotel in May.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which Car and Driver called fun to drive. There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
The Stanley Cup playoffs continue.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Get ready for an unforgettable season with the Yakima Valley Pippins baseball team. We're celebrating our 10th season, and we want you to be a part of the excitement. Join us at the Yakima County Stadium for a fun, affordable, and professional baseball experience. From single game tickets to season ticket memberships, group events, and merchandise, we have options to fit everyone's needs. This season only, we're offering special deals to celebrate our 10th season. Don't miss out on Yakima Valley Pippins baseball.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, I can't do this alone. And we said, that's okay, we'll figure it out together. If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
Hey, welcome back to Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. This weekend is the unofficial start of summer, and that means a lot of people will be traveling. But that could also mean you're exposed to a lot of germs your immune system isn't prepared to handle. Mandy Gaither, has a look at some of the big potential problems and ways to avoid them.
Get out those suitcases. It's time to travel, but make sure illnesses don't pack a punch on your trip.
You are far more susceptible to getting all kinds of bugs, viruses, and infections in general.
Dr. Barbara Bauer with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center says traveling can be stressful. It puts you around more people, and you don't tend to eat and sleep as well, which can make it harder for your body to fight off illness. She says the top travel bugs to be aware of include the common cold.
People think of them as kind of fall, winter type of diseases, but that's actually inaccurate.
Bauer says there's also a bug known as the festival flu, which is a slew of various viral illnesses that spread when people are congregated at summer festivals or large gatherings of family and friends. Norovirus is also prevalent this time of year.
It's a pretty potent virus, and it leads to things like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and essentially can dehydrate you.
To avoid travel bugs, Bauer says focus on hygiene, keep hands clean, be aware of those around you. If someone is coughing and sneezing, try to move away from them. Bauer says give your immune system a boost by staying hydrated, eating a well-balanced diet, and taking some vitamin C. When in enclosed spaces like a plane, masks can add another layer of protection.
Even if you just wear it on the flight itself, where the air is circulating amongst everybody, it's still better than even if you choose not to wear it at the airport. That can still minimize your risk.
I'm Mandy Gaither.
Hey, still ahead tonight, we will show you how some law enforcement agencies in Washington are using cutting-edge technology in a way that they say is supposed to improve safety. We're taking an in-depth look at what that means That's coming up new at 6:30 in about 6 minutes from now.
Honoring men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety.
Roll into summer. Save up to $200 instantly on a wide selection of tires and wheels.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
From real quality that starts in our factory to real performance in your backyard, Steel tools are as tough and dependable as the people who use them. This Father's Day, give him the gift that's built for Dad. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real Steel.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W. KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
When working, take breaks, go for a walk, or just get up and move around, because taking care of your mental health is vitally important. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
If you're not by your TV, check this out. A 73-year-old man is safe after nearly a week alone in the Idaho wilderness. Thomas Gray was solo rafting on the Salmon River when he says the raft flipped, sending him and all of his equipment into the water. Gray was injured, but managed to get to shore and took shelter in an outhouse. When a couple of days went by and no sign of any help, he decided to start walking. Crews were looking for him, but they couldn't find him as he kept walking, looking for help. It was a couple of days later that Gray got so exhausted, he laid down by the side of a road. That is where rescuers spotted him by chance and got him to safety.
Very glad he's okay. We're also just getting information into the newsroom about a climber being rescued in Grant County. We'll have those details in just a moment.
And we are also tracking deadly storms hitting the Midwest and Southeast over this holiday weekend.
And it is the holiday weekend. We are bringing you local Memorial Day observances from all around the region. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. While this holiday weekend is often called the unofficial start of summer, many take the day off to spend time with friends and family. It is important to remember the reason for Memorial Day, remembering those who have given their all for our country. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell takes us to the annual Remembrance Ceremony in Sunnyside.
As the bell tolls, the Sunnyside community remembers those who died at war.
Bud Baldwin, Marshall Barrett,
and the veterans who died at home.
Aim. Fire.
Honoring their sacrifice.
We were young, we have died, remember us.
A call to remember the dead.
This great nation always answers the call.
But also to honor the living.
Every veteran has a story, and when you know a veteran, ask them their story. They love to tell their story. Sometimes it takes them a long time, depending on what they did in the service, to get into some of the depths of that story. But if you give them time, if you listen, they'll tell their story. And there's nothing better for the heart of someone that's given their time to share it with others.
There's a process there.
And if nothing else,
honor these great men and women by what we do every day, looking for the good in others, trying to help where we can.
And by never forgetting the cost of freedom. In Sunnyside, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And in Pasco this morning, people gathered at City View Cemetery to remember and honor those who served. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma was at that ceremony and has this report.
On Monday morning, Pasco held its annual Memorial Day event at 11 a.m. The event consisted of a Pledge of Allegiance, a Veterans Wreath presentation, and a moment of silence. Also at the event, there was a flag-raising ceremony. As each military branch's flag was raised, they played each branch's song. Pasco Mayor Pete Serrano and State Senator Matt Benke says events like these are important to honor those who fought for our freedom.
We have the values of our country for a reason. We have the freedoms and liberties for a reason, and this is what it comes back to. I think this is the greatest holiday we should have in the world, and it's not about picnics, it's not about going on the boat, not about going out and barbecue and all this stuff. It's about the family and friends who are hurting, but their sacrifice should never be forgotten.
We have the opportunity to celebrate those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, the gift of life, so that you and I have our freedoms, and everyone here has those same freedoms.
We talk about taking the pause to remember people, and this is what it's about. Why we have cemeteries, why we have traditional ceremonies like today. It's to take that pause out of our crazy lives and just think back why we have so many good things in our world.
Senator Benke says Memorial Day helps him keep the memories alive of those who served.
Never forget hearing from the World War II veteran who may not be with us in the next couple weeks or the next year. I mean, his stories and how many aircraft he flew, but even to my coach Bob, who passed away this weekend, and that inspiration we'll never forget. The memories of why you get up in the morning and you fight for the great freedoms that we have.
Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
And definitely a big thank you to everyone who served.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yes, thank you. Let's check in with Stacy now, weather-wise. I wasn't in town this past weekend, but I heard it was kind of like back and forth.
The roller coaster continues, I'm afraid, Stacy.
We did get a warming trend. We had to deal with a very blustery Saturday. It was so windy out there. But today's been very nice. We had all those events and activities around the area, so the weather cooperated. 81 degrees right now outside on our station cam here. Winds are at 8 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:37. So good news is the weather cooperated today. Things are changing, though, over the next couple of days. The warming trend is here. Look at the difference in temperature from just 24 hours ago. 12 degrees warmer tonight, 14 in Ellensburg, 6 in Tri-Cities, 12 degrees warmer in Dayton tonight. That temperature roller coaster, here it goes. We dip back down below our average. gradually climbing back up to the 80s towards the weekend. So that is just the way things are going this spring. Cloudy with a few stray showers or storms, mainly to the east of the Tri-Cities, although we could see a stray shower move through our area late tonight in the early morning hours. Here's what's ahead. We've got increasing clouds, stray showers and thunderstorms, more so tomorrow. We're going to really be keeping a close eye on that. Those breezy and gusty winds return tomorrow through Wednesday, and then we'll have quite the cool down on Wednesday with a gradual warming trend towards the weekend. All those details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Stacey, thank you. A stark difference this weekend in the way President Biden observed Memorial Day and the way former President Trump marked the holiday. ABC's Christiane Cordero explains why.
The Commander-in-Chief honoring America's fallen warriors at Arlington National Cemetery today and reminding the country freedom and democracy is not free.
Every generation has to earn it, fight for it, defend it in battle between autocracy and democracy, between the greed of a few and the rights of many. It matters. Our democracy is more than just a system of government.
Former President Donald Trump today lumped his legal cases into a Memorial Day post, writing, quote, "Happy Memorial Day to all, including the human scum that is working so hard to destroy our once great country," end quote, referring to his legal troubles in New York. Over the weekend, Trump met with Gold Star families of military service members killed while serving before Charlotte's NASCAR race. He dodged shouted questions about his hush money trial set to go to closing arguments tomorrow.
It's going to be a great race.
The warm welcome at Charlotte Motor Speedway sits in contrast with his not-so-well-received appearance at the Libertarian National Convention on Saturday. Trump tried to appeal to voters' criticism of big government. That attempt was met with boos. Trump then mocked the party's election performance.
Keep getting your 3% every 4 years.
The Libertarian Party nominated candidate Chase Oliver. Biden's campaign criticized Trump's attempt to lure over Libertarian voters by going after the overturning of Roe v. Wade, saying Trump claims his Republican Party is the party of freedom, but that women who had the freedom to make their own health care decisions had that ripped away. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And again, former President Trump is expected back in court this week and closing arguments, then jury deliberation in the hush money trial in Manhattan.
Well, hostage talks are set to resume this week between Israel and Hamas terrorists. They're trying to get back the Israeli hostages taken during the Hamas attacks on October 7th. Over the weekend, an Israeli airstrike on Rafah is blamed for setting a refugee tent city on fire and killing dozens of Palestinians, including children. Israel's prime minister called the strike a tragic mistake. Hamas has been demanding an immediate ceasefire for months. Israel is demanding the unconditional return of hostages. And so far, neither side appears willing to compromise. We're also tracking developing news in Papua New Guinea, where rescuers are racing to get to people who may be trapped after a landslide on Friday. The United Nations estimates that 670 people were killed, but government officials say they believe the number may be over 2,000. Now, it's not clear how they calculated that number. The landslide destroyed a remote village in an area so dangerous that relief workers and aid convoys have to have military escorts. We are seeing drones and robots being used now in everything from fire detection, and many first responders are learning as they go. ABC's Nick Watts got a look at how one agency in Western Washington is working to make the most of their drones.
Test flight in the wet woods outside Seattle. Brand new to the market, they call this one the Responder. Nearby Redmond PD, among the first to deploy such drones on actual 911 calls.
We can get from here to the other side of the city in just under 2 minutes. This is definitely the future of law enforcement.
Suspicious person call, this drone gets there, person isn't suspicious or isn't there, you just don't have to send officers anymore. 911 call comes in for a drug overdose, drone autonomously launches, then when it arrives, it has a dropper, it would deliver Narcan.
Brink Drones HQ in Seattle, a test flight for a specialized indoor version, Lemur 2.
Designed to get eyes and ears in dangerous places. So the drone can actually fly up to a window, shatter it out, make a hole for itself to enter a building. As a drone is flying around, it's actually drawing a floor plan of the structure that first responders might have to enter.
The camera and the thermal imager can find victims, hostages.
So people just immediately pop out.
And of course, bad guys.
The drone has a cell phone number. We just called it. So now I can talk through the drone.
And now you can try and talk me out of this terrible situation I've got myself and other people in.
So that's really what it's designed to do.
How long has this company been around?
3 years.
And you are how old?
I'm 24. It's been a weird few years.
That began in 2017 when he was 17 and saw in his hometown of Las Vegas the worst mass shooting in modern American history. 60 people slaughtered.
The October 1 shooting is what got me thinking about public safety technology.
Will Hudler, who now works with Blake, was a SWAT team commander that night. His third day on the job, he had to send his team blind down a hotel corridor towards the gunman.
What we had in common is that seminal event. The demo pilot and Blake were getting really, really confident on the demo. So I texted my crisis negotiation team leader to knock it out of the sky.
Someone grabbed a towel and slapped my first prototype.
So they came up with a solution. The bad guys kicked it over, it slid on its back along the ground.
Yeah.
Cue Dimitri. Nice. This is going to save lives, right?
It has. You picture the faces that are on the wall, the memorial wall at these police departments, and you can name folks that would still be here if we had that tool.
Brink has made a pledge never to weaponize their drones, but... Is it sort of big brothery that we've got these things flying over?
You know, it really depends how they're used. I think if these things are responding to 911 calls, people asking for help, and they can provide aid or even stop crimes in progress, I don't think it is.
Thank you for that story. Well, this just into our newsroom tonight. First responders in Grant County responding late this evening to rescue someone who appears to have fallen off a cliff towards the Columbia River. The sheriff's office says they fell between 50 and 90 feet and were lying on the ground for an unknown period before the rescue. They are being taken to a trauma center for treatment. And we'll be right back.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
The story of a kinesiotherapist who rehabbed his golf game.
I love golf. I have always played golf.
Until he started having some Mulligan-level foot pain.
Well, the golf game starts down at the feet, and if you don't have good support, you probably won't have a good golf swing.
So he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
It made a world of difference.
Any advice for your fellow linksmen?
2 words, the Good Feet store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W. KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Tastes so good. Oh my God.
HelloFresh has made my life so much easier.
They just have the most amazing recipes delivered right to your door.
I love the fact that they always send me something different that I never would have made.
Wide variety of pre-portioned ingredients that help make sure you don't waste money on excess food, saving you time and stress.
Affordable, really, really good and flavorful.
This meal was absolutely delicious.
Go to HelloFresh.com/appetizers and use code appetizers to claim this offer.
Why is my internet slow?
There's only 16 devices connected.
I'm so over this. My cable internet bill just increased again.
My upload speed is so bad, I can't even run a stream without buffering.
Defeat cable lag. Switch to Ziply Fiber, America's fastest home internet. 25 times faster uploads. $65 less a month than cable. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get unlimited data for just $30 a line.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked, and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Did you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 free phones plus unlimited data for just $30 a line. No trade-in needed.
How long do I have to wait?
Watch Thursday at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
The sisters of Nicole Brown Simpson.
How do you live with 30 years of rage and heartbreak?
Their first TV interview in 30 years.
Our top story, the death of O.J. Simpson.
Did it change anything for you?
Starting tomorrow morning on GMA.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Welcome back. Let's take a look outside. Nice and sunny. A great evening in Pasco tonight on our Dust Devil Sky Cam. We are starting to see those clouds roll in. It's 80 degrees though. Nice and pleasant this evening. Winds are light at 8 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:37. Here's the weather pattern. We have that ridge of high pressure right here starting to shift to the east, but that's what's kept us warm and dry over the last couple of days. It's out of here. We've got a cold front moving into the area. It's going to bring rain to the west side. It's also going to start bringing gusty winds and possible stray showers, even a possible thunder shower tomorrow afternoon. On Wednesday, that unsettled weather continues. We'll see cooler and breezy conditions behind that cold front. Things will start looking better after Wednesday and starting to warm back up towards the weekend. Here's Futurecast. There's those clouds rolling in tonight. A few stray showers briefly coming through. We could see a quick overnight shower here in the Tri-Cities, a little bit unsettled up towards Connell. As we get into our Tuesday, we see that system moving across the Cascade Mountains into the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. Light showers there, not expecting a whole lot. We're keeping an eye on this right here where we could see some thunder showers developing mainly in the Wallowas or Wallowa County. And some of those thunderstorms could be pretty tense and strong. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that for us tomorrow. Wednesday morning, though, we start off with clear skies, much cooler temperatures, breezy to gusty winds on and off throughout the day. A little bit of cloud cover in the afternoon and some unsettled scattered showers moving through the region. But overall, pretty mild weather for the next couple of days. You're just going to definitely feel the big drop in those temperatures. Tonight, looking good outside. We're dropping down to 70 degrees by 9 p.m. Still plenty of daylight out there to enjoy a nice barbecue. And those temperatures are cooperating in the Tri-Cities tonight. Walla Walla looking good there. A little cooler by 9 down to 68 degrees in Hermiston. Enjoy those warm temperatures through 8 o'clock down to 71 at 9 p.m. So good looking forecast. Temperatures tonight pretty mild. 50s all through the area. 56 Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Hermiston. 52 Yakima, Toppenish. 50 degrees in Ellensburg. For tomorrow, again, you're going to see those cloudy skies move in. Showers possible, but those breezy and gusty winds will be the biggest impact. We'll be keeping a close eye on possible thunder showers again, mainly towards the Blues and south of Pendleton in that region in the Wallowas. There's our temperatures around the Columbia Basin tomorrow. Looking at the foothills of the Blues, you'll see temperatures not quite up to 80, 78 close though in Walla Walla. Let's talk about those gusty winds. Here's where we start out tomorrow. A little breezy in the morning. Those stronger winds are starting to move in from the west, and you'll see those winds really pick up by the early afternoon and continuing into the drive home time around 4. Very gusty, and those gusty winds continue decreasing overnight on Tuesday, but picking right back up on Wednesday in the Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues, and pretty much the entire region Wednesday afternoon. So another couple of days of the strong breezy to gusty winds, kicking up those pollens. Those levels aren't too bad, but they're still pretty high right now. 7-day planning forecast. Let's take a look. Windy and breezy conditions, cooler temperatures. Look at that. We go from 76 to 68 overnight, hitting those 80s for the weekend in Yakima. Tri-Cities gusty winds dropping into the 70s, lower 70s, but back to the 80s by next weekend. Walla Walla drops a full 10 degrees in just 24 hours with breezy to gusty winds. A slight chance of a stray shower tomorrow towards the Walla Walla and foothills of the Blues. And in Hermiston, you'll see those gusty to breezy winds. Temperatures in the 70s, back to the 80s by the weekend. So it'll start feeling like we did this weekend, next weekend, but a couple cool days ahead. More to get to, including the viewer photo of the day. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. We are seeing deadly storms continue to slam the Midwest and the South. We're going to take a look at the damage as more storms are expected there coming up.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac?
Santa Fe burger sauce. Burger. Jalapeno pepper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon. Guac. Cheese. Bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
Enjoy bowling here at Triple Play, where fun is always in season. French fries are fun, which is always in season here at Triple Play. Speaking of fun, did you know it's always in season at Triple Play?
Dude, what's with dropping the tagline?
The marketing ladies wanted me to push it.
What did they offer you?
5 pizzas.
Gonna share, right?
Of course.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Oh, thanks.
Chill or grill on a new deck from Par this season. Get a free Makita Bluetooth radio or portable pellet grill with a qualifying Par deck package purchase of wood, TimberTech, or Trex. Visit par.com for details. Par, go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
It's May Madness down here at the auto lot, and we are chopping prices. Check out this 2023 Mini Cooper fully electric hardtop loader. Was $39.95. Now it's only $24.95. Roll it out of here. And check out this beautiful 2021 GMC Yukon. Put the entire family into luxury. Was $64.95. Now it's only $61.95. Hit the gas, baby. And if you look fast and furious, check this Hemi Dart Charger SRT and feel the power. Was $41.95. Now it's only $38.95. Come save money at the auto lot in Kennewick.
Busy work week or feeling under the weather? Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic, located on Chardonnay Avenue, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your health can't wait. Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic is open on weekends. Walk-ins are welcome, or call 509-786-1576 to make an appointment. This is how we care.
Kick off the Memorial Aquatic Park summer season on June 13th at 3 p.m. with our $3 Schools Out special. The 1 p.m. daily open swim will then begin on June 14th for the rest of the summer. Get your season pass, inquire about swim lessons, or sign up for a swim team today. Join all the special events that Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer all summer long. You can learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, and do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
It was an old rail line. Now it's one of the most awesome treks in America.
Tunnels and the trestles. Wow.
The Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo single, just $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
Honoring men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice.
Welcome back. It has been one of the busiest storm seasons on record in the United States, with hundreds of tornadoes reported so far this spring, dozens of them just over the weekend. Laura Aguirre has a look at the aftermath.
My kids ran in and we looked out and we just seen all the damage.
Patrice Childress is one of many survivors who had only seconds to find cover during Sunday's wave of deadly tornadoes.
Tried to make it into the hallway, and that's when we realized we didn't have a roof.
At least 4 children are among the double-digit death toll that spans Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kentucky.
We know we had one tornado on the ground at least 40 miles. And a number of other tornadoes that spun down and spun back up.
The exact number, Kentucky's governor says, is still being calculated by the National Weather Service.
I also declared a state of emergency for the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky. That allows us to bring in resources, including the National Guard.
Arkansas is also under a state of emergency following widespread destruction and several fatalities there. Some survivors grateful to still have their homes, but facing a lot of cleanup nonetheless.
I knew I'd have at least a couple of trees down, but I didn't realize that all my trees would be down.
In some areas of the South, massive chunks of hail rained down, like these softball-sized pieces collected by a resident in Oklahoma. There are still a couple 100,000 residents without power across the 4 states hit hardest, the majority in Kentucky, as tracked by Power Outage US, with tens of thousands more outages reported across the Midwest, South, and Mid-Atlantic, as dangerous weather alerts stretch from New York to Alabama, threatening more large hail and possible tornadoes through the evening hours Monday. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Now, losing power isn't comfortable on the best of days, but right now, tens of millions of people are also under heat alerts, many of them in the same areas hit by severe storms. Here in our area, we're talking about a dip in the temperatures on the way. We'll talk about that and have a final look at your forecast when we come right back.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
From real quality that starts in our factory to real performance in your backyard, Steel tools are as tough and dependable as the people who use them. This Father's Day, give him the gift that's built for Dad. Right now, save $30 on the FS56 RCE gas-powered trimmer and save $20 on the MS162 gas-powered chainsaw. Real Steel.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W. KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
If you're working from home, have an end time for your schedule. Stick to this each day so you can decompress and recharge. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
The awesome Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday night at 6.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast, but first we've got your viewer picture.
That's right, viewer photo of the day, and it, well, exemplifies everything that was going on around the area today. Thanks for sharing with us, Alan. Remember, those weather photos are easy to get to us. Just take your smartphone and snap that QR code on the right side of your screen, or you can just go to our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com, click on the weather tab, and that's where you'll find the landing page for uploading your photos. Really easy to do, but once again, for sharing, and perfect day for all the events as far as weather goes. Let's take a look at our temps for tomorrow. It's looking good. Still staying warm tomorrow, but we're definitely going to feel a few degrees cooler. We start out very nice in the morning, 60s. Good time to get out and take that morning walk or do that hike on Badger. It's going to be warming up by midday, and then we'll see temps in the 80s. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast in the Tri-Cities. We still have 80s for Tri-Cities. We lower into the 70s, but look at the big drop off from 76 in Yakima down to 68 in just one day. So a big dip there on Wednesday, but then we gradually warm up as we get back into the 80s as we head towards the weekend. Here's what Walla Walla and Hermiston are looking like for the next week. Again, the drop off from 78 in Walla Walla to 68 overnight. So big drop, and then the 80s back for the weekend. So there we go. Weather roller coaster, we're on it.
Nice weekends are all good.
There you go.
Thanks, Stacy, and thank you so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11.
Hoping your news is good news. Thank you.